Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be talking about summer solstice, which is coming up tomorrow, the June 21st. And I want to give you an intuitive energy update. I will give you 5 things to focus on and how to use its energy to navigate your life and to manifest things in your life with greater ease, greater flow, and greater support. So summer solstice, as I mentioned, is energetically speaking one of the strongest days of the year. It represents a new beginning and it's a great time to open your heart for the new miracles and opportunities to enter your life. It's a day of celebration of nature, celebration of the sun. And the first thing I want to mention is that it is the strongest or the longest day of the year. It is also the midpoint of the year. In ancient cultures, in many different ancient cultures, people were celebrating the sun at the time of summer solstice. So when it comes to the energy of that day, it is the strongest energy of the year. And that energy is reminding us of life. We can call it life force. So when people were celebrating the sun, they were not just celebrating that ball of light in the sky, they were celebrating life, they were celebrating life force. If sun is projecting light to everything so everything can live, it is representing life. And it is not just representing life itself and external light, it's also representing your internal light, your internal sun, soul. So it's a celebration of your soul, of your spirit. And that's where you can remind yourself how amazing life can be when you remind yourself of who you truly are. And you pay attention to that. And you appreciate it, you express gratitude for yourself, for that experience of life, for everything you went through, which made you who you are today. It's also a wonderful time to expose your shadow side to the light so the healing can take place. It is truly powerful, my friends, when we pay attention to our shadow side, to our fears, to our anger, to our shame, guilt, frustrations, whatever we are moving through. There are so many things which are holding us down, which are holding us back, so many anchors, right? And when we pay attention to them, we finally recognize what is actually holding us back. That's where healing starts happening. We become aware of it and slowly we start changing our automatic behaviors for more conscious ones, for healthier ones. But it can only happen when we pay attention to what we're doing, right? So at the time of summer solstice, you can write the things down you're dealing with when it comes to your shadow side and set some intentions with that. That's how you can use that energy for a lighter healing, for more flow when it comes to healing, for greater ease when it comes to healing. You can set the intentions maybe to find people with whom you can connect on that soul level, which can help you to move through that healing process and play with that a little bit. So pay attention to your shadow side and expose it to the light. The second thing you must know about that summer solstice is that it represents a new beginning. In ancient Greek, they called it the New Year. And it's because they were looking forward for what's to come at the time of summer solstice. So if we look on it symbolically, you look at your life and you ask yourself what's to come in the future. And you look into the future from that creative perspective. What's to come, what you want to experience, who you want to become. Could you be more connected with yourself in the future? Could you be more open-hearted? Could you be more intentional? Could you be more balanced? Could you be more creative? Could you be more focused? Or more grounded? Or more connected with nature? Or more compassionate towards nature and towards people around you? Think about that. This is truly a beautiful moment. Look forward to what's to come from that creative perspective. And recognize what are your biggest mind blocks you could transform, or you could let go, or you could change. You know, what are the beliefs which are telling you why you can't do what you want to do? And slowly let go of them. You know that we can only let go of what we become aware of, and if you will use that energy, just maybe that process can become much easier. So if you say to yourself, change to me is a natural process. I easily let go of what is not serving me anymore, for example, or changing habits is really easy for me. Those are powerful affirmations because they are reminding us of the things we are always saying to ourselves that are hard, that maybe they're not so hard as we are saying that they are. Of course, change is unpleasant often, but if we take those tiny little steps towards the version of our future selves that we see, that we imagine, slowly we'll get there. And day by day we let go a little bit of what is not serving us anymore, and that's where the process becomes much easier, and we create that momentum, and day by day we get closer to that purest, the most natural and the most authentic creative version of ourselves we are meant to be. So if you're looking forward to set some intentions, to meditate on that, to fully ground yourself into the process of transformation, that's how you can use this energy of summer solstice. The third thing when it comes to summer solstice is that it's also a time of harvesting your manifestations. So what it means, firstly, pay attention to what you've already manifested until now. Let's say if you think about from the 1st of January this year until now, how many things already manifested in your life? Maybe there are some relationships that manifested, maybe there's something with finances, maybe you got a new job, maybe some healing took place, maybe you've met some truly beautiful or awesome people, or you've manifested some powerful ideas which helped you to transform certain aspects of your life. Maybe you've become more kind or more passionate or more creative or more loving. Those are truly powerful, life-changing manifestations. Pay attention to them, because if summer solstice is a time of harvesting the manifestations, it means that we firstly start appreciating what we've already manifested, so we remind ourselves that we are co-creators, that we are having that great mystical power which is helping us to create our lives. That's how we raise our vibration to that state of gratitude from which we start seeing more wonderful details, which are manifestations of our creator, of our creative power, of our imagination. And that's how we start to see more wonders and more beauty. And that's where we pay even more attention to our thoughts, we pay even more attention to our daily actions, and we pay even more attention to our habits we are developing. So pay attention to manifestations which have already happened in your life, and express gratitude. Also express gratitude for the things which are about to happen. Let's say you have a vision for the future, or you have some dreams for the future, or you have some ideas about what you would like to experience in the future. Let's express gratitude as it all already happened. How would it feel like? Who would you be if those things would be already present? How would you act? How would you behave? How would you think? To see if you need to make some difference in your vibrational field, which means that there are still some energetic blocks which are blocking you in order to attract it or in order to manifest it. And this kind of reminders and realizations will help you to gain greater clarity over what you can do, what is actually in your power to shift your energy to the state where you start projecting more of who you want to be or who you are meant to be. This is truly powerful. The fourth thing, as I mentioned, reflection. Before I mentioned reflection when it comes to manifestations, now when it comes to summer solstice energy, the light, the sun, reflect your hidden wounds, reflect your triggers, reflect your gifts, your talents. Those are, the aspects of ourselves we are not truly paying attention so often. But those are truly the aspects which are truly motivating us or driving us in our daily life. When you pay more attention to hidden wounds, you expose them to your awareness, to the light. And if you set some intentions, some healing intentions, the process can become much easier. So what are hidden wounds? Those are some emotional wounds. Maybe something painful happened to you in your past. Maybe something with your parents or something with your partner or your friends, something in your childhood, which is still triggering you often when it comes to relationships or when it comes to following your dreams or when it comes to being more honest, being more kind. Many beliefs may come from your emotional wounds. Why you can't be like that, why you can't have it, why you can't become it, and so on. So pay attention to it, write it down so you can have it in front of you. And maybe just burn down that paper as a symbol of freeing limitations. Then also pay attention to your gifts and talents. That's your power, that's what is making you unique. Maybe it's making you weird in the eyes of society, but that's what is truly making you unique. That's your true power. And when you pay more attention to your gifts, to your talents, you may recognize how awesome you are, how amazing you are, how unique you are, and that's what your soul wants you to know, to truly pay attention. How amazing you already are. And you can develop them, When we daily start reminding ourselves of where we are good at, what we truly love to do, we'll start doing more of that because now we know what is truly important to us and we start developing ourselves in these areas. As for me, I found out in my childhood that I'm really good with drawing, with expressing myself that way, with creating. Then later, when I've started filming these videos, I found out that I'm truly enjoying at doing that. And I have a great time when I'm doing these things, when I'm doing videos, when I'm doing my art, when I'm expressing myself, when I'm helping others. When I'm connecting with people that way, I'm truly having a great time doing that, and that's why I feel inspired to do these things every single day. And I can promise you that when you pay more attention to your gifts, to your talents, you will feel more inspired to do that. And that's what that summer solstice energy is truly inspiring you and pushing you to do that. Pay more attention to what is making you unique. And the last thing I want to mention here, as all ancient cultures were doing at the time of the summer solstice, is celebrating the nature, expressing gratitude. So spend more time outside. Even these rituals, as we were talking here, do them outside. It will be much more powerful. You will feel much more grounded. You will feel connected with Mother Gaia, with the great cosmos, the universe. And you may sense that there is actually a force which is guiding us, which is helping us to transform darkness into the light, the negative into the positive, the meaningless into meaningful. So we can see a bigger picture of our lives and maybe the current situation that you're moving through or whatever it is. So my friends, celebrate the nature. Celebrate yourself, celebrate your inner nature, celebrate your soul, celebrate your mind, that you can think, that you can transform, that you can change, and celebrate people around you. Doesn't matter if those are how you would consider as good people or bad people, celebrate all of them, because all of those people are teaching you something you need to know about yourself, and that's something to be grateful for. So, my friends, I hope this video can bring you some light to maybe to put into words what you already feel, but you maybe couldn't explain, or you couldn't think more clearly about what you sense on that energetic level, because deep inside our hearts we all sense something. But if we truly pay more attention to it, we can also use it for to put ourselves into that greater flow, into that greater easiness of life, because truly everything is happening effortlessly once we stop forcing things so much, and we recognize that actually everything is happening for our greater good. If we're able to see the bigger meaning, if we have a certain direction or a sense of direction or a sense of purpose of what we want to do and what are truly our natural gifts and talents, why we came here at the first place, so we can use our light for healing, for creating, for manifesting greater, wonderful, powerful things on the world, which can transform this whole planet into a more beautiful atmosphere, into a more beautiful reality for everyone which is present here with all of us. So my friends, this is it for today. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings and power. I hope you've enjoyed today's painting. Until next time, one love.